Sure you are as informed as possible this election. CBS 8 is bringing you different viewpoints. And as part of that work, we are hearing from representatives from both the San Diego County Democratic and Republican parties as they make their final pitch to voters. Now, we heard from the Democratic side yesterday. So today I sat down with Gustafson. He is the chair of the San Diego County Republican Party. And here's that interview in its entirety. Corey, thank you for joining us. All right, we're in the home stretch, 2 days until Election Day. Why should undecided voters, those who, here we are, so close to Election Day, still haven't made up their mind, why should they vote Republican this election?
This election comes down to a simple fact. Over 70% of Americans think this country is headed in the wrong direction. And you only have to look from San Diego County to Sacramento to Washington, D.C. to see complete Democratic control. If the American people want change, if they want to go a different direction, it's easy the direction they need to go, which is to vote for Republicans. If you want to fix immigration, if you want to fight against the incredible affordability crisis we face here in San Diego, California, Republicans have solutions to these crises, whereas the Democrats have proven that they are not competent enough at governing to fix what's going on for the average American.
You've talked about a couple of things here, but what do you feel are the key issues for the Republican Party in this election?
I think when people go to the grocery store and they go to restaurants, fast food, and they see that prices are up 20%, this is making it unaffordable for people to get ahead, working and middle-class families. The taxation burden that has been put on by the Democratic Party is extraordinary, and it makes it hard for people to get ahead. So I'd say, number one, the cost of living crisis. Number two, immigration. If you have a country, you have to have secure borders. You have to know who's coming into your country, why they're there. And if you don't know, and if you have 10 million people come in, I mean, this creates all sorts of crises, whether it be fentanyl, whether it be adding to our housing crisis. Immigration, illegal immigration, is a huge problem that the Democratic Party is uniquely responsible for. The Harris-Biden administration, they came in at the lowest levels over the last 30 years of immigration. And when they took office, the first thing President Biden did with his immigration czar, Kamala Harris, the first thing they did was to get rid of the Remain in Mexico policy. And that ushered in an unprecedented amount of illegal immigration into our country.
So what specifically do you think the Republican Party offers voters versus what Democrats are offering voters for this election?
Right. We believe in the individual. We believe in the power of the individual to control their own destiny. So what we want to do is not look at people as groups, but empower people, be able to fight crime in San Diego County, where people who are in a working class area, they should have the same advantages that people who live in more high income areas have. So what Republican mayors have been doing, people like Rebecca Jones in San Marcos and John Franklin in Vista, they're putting together common sense policies so that you have low crime, low taxation, and affordability in their cities. Republican ideas work. Common sense works. If you vote for Republicans on Tuesday, you're going to have competence in government.
Some people may say, if you're a Republican, there is no way Donald Trump wins this state. So my vote doesn't count. So how do you get those people who say, if my vote doesn't count for the presidential race, how do you still get them to turn out on Election Day? Because there are a lot of local races that are pretty close and important.
Mm-hmm. Our republic is founded on the idea that we have to hold our elected officials accountable. If you don't like the direction our country's going, don't complain about it. It's wonderful to watch CBS. It's wonderful to watch Fox News, right? But you have to get active. You have to volunteer for the Republican Party of San Diego County. You have to donate to our great candidates. And then you ultimately have to vote. So if you don't vote, you're not being part of this great experiment in democracy that our founding fathers started. And that's what's going to happen on Tuesday. And all Americans and all San Diegans should be honored by the privilege of voting on Tuesday.
All right, Gustafson, chair of the San Diego County Republican Party. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Steve.